everybody, and welcome back to a new episode where we learn's good. We play our game in our own changed setting and universe of Waterdeep, now called Waterdale, with new elements of the Industrial Revolution. Of course, our key feature remains a long-lost treasure. Last episode, Edmund and Fletch met up with Captain Caspian for an alliance. Meanwhile, Arthur and Averai visited the Opera Ball. But, without further ado, let's all scoot into the paths of a new adventure. Today we start in the morning. A morning where, even though the day before a building burned down, the sun shines as if nothing happened. The warm light is radiant in the home as the morning rays shine through the decorated glass and make patterns of different stunning colors dance upon the floors below. Our group noticed that supplies were slowly running short. But before we head out for all of that, the group meets at the kitchen table for discussions.
There's something off about all here.
How you set up a place on fire accidentally?
Well, I was wait. What bad game? Oh, so was it? Did anyone get hurt? And you set the place on fire. And you set the place on fire?
Did you set the place on fire?
Wait. You killed someone? Okay, so let me get this right. The two of you went to something that was clearly a trap. You killed someone and nearly got two others killed, and it just...
Burn the building.
And you burnt the fucking building down. Like... There are people following us. There is a difference between self-defense when someone comes after you, and a difference between self-defense where you do something very stupid you could have known. What about you? Did you kill anyone? Good. You did.
That sums up the explanation on how poor Clarice got herself into an accident, which led to the burning down of the entire opera house. Incidents like these are not uncommon during performances. But for now, our group of characters wrap up their breakfast time and head outside, only to notice that they've received mail.
You have mail, and it's for Edmund.
We just got a letter.
We just got a letter.
I wonder who it's
from.
Saving some mail, right? Or not?
Suspiciously, Edmund received two letters. One from Caspian, clearly, as well as a strange black envelope with his sigil on the front of it. Even stranger, Edmund shoves the letter away, keeping both in the inside pocket of his suit to keep for later. The characters move on. Walking across the streets to our group's favorite shopping lane, they noticed it was gradually quieter outside. Perhaps it was too early, or people stayed in after yesterday's incident. Either way, the streets seem very quiet. However, it is a perfect morning for a stroll, as the sun had a delightful morning glow upon all of them. Because of this strange atmosphere, the group decided not to stay outside for too long. Better be careful. They decide to visit one of the shops and get on with it, specifically the shop that is run by Cecilia, the woman Edmund had spent the night with, and he was not looking forward to seeing her again.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't talk about this right now.
No.
Let's just go to one of the shops.
So it did the end video will be?
It did, but I didn't really speak to her anymore after kind of broke apart.
You know, if you want a discount, say hi, be okay.
Well,
Really
no, we
tactical.
kind of agreed that it was, a one-night thing and just a little fling.
Maybe you can have another one later.
I don't want a relationship.
No, but I mean, you gave her a great night. We are returning customers who give her money. I'm sorry, your response is just kind of funny.
The Enchantique. You've been here before. Nothing much has changed since then, besides an array of some new items. And now, actually, behind the counter there appears to be someone else compared to last visit. It is a tall woman with long black hair, yellow eyes, a very pale skin tone, and she appears to wear a sleeveless, long, straight black dress, with as extra decorations, black gloves that reach her wrists.
You can see on her little nameplate that her name is Artrona.
Oh, so she's not there.
No.
Oh!
Someone
solved.
It's someone else entirely.
knows the entire story from the other person.
Oh god.
With worries gone, problem solved, due to the presence of a different store clerk, the group wanders around to look at the products. Edmund ends up buying the trickster dice, a pair of seemingly ordinary dice carved from bone. When rolled, the dice manipulate fate, allowing the user to re-roll one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. These dice only have 3 uses. These dice go for 100 gold coins. Fletch got himself a small bag filled with dust of disappearance, a small silvery pouch containing fine shimmering dust. When the dust is sprinkled over oneself, the user becomes invisible until they take an action or are attacked. The pouch only has enough dust for 1 use. With just a quick visit, we continue to the next store. Derek and the Bladesong Armory.
Hey, customer, welcome back.
Hello.
Oh my god, he recognizes us. Yippee.
Of course, I mean, we had quite some good conversation.
What items do you have for today for us?
For today, you...
Yeah, he was trying to make conversation.
There you go. Been making some grow items. So.
You're extra.
They will be.
I'm a little bit of...
No,
No, that's me, don't worry. Trying to get my voice a little lower. I cannot get my voice low. I've also been thinking of going to do some ability upgrades. Working on.
Very cool.
He's so happy. Sorry.
I want his energy.
Yeah, me too.
Hearing this fascinating news, Fletch asked for a much-needed upgrade for his needles to reinforce the steel. These weapons are designed to hit a body's weak points, creating a paralyzing effect. Edmund, in turn, also asked if he could discuss upgrades with the man, gun upgrades, and in response, Derek asked Edmund to come to the back of the shop with him, considering it could be seen as illegal. So, as Edmund went to the back of the shop to discuss details, the others of the group went out to the pharmacy, as well as the grocery store.
I can inspect it a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, this is an authentic 1862 4-chamber S-bevel. I have never seen one like this before. Where'd you get this?"
It's a heritage.
Which one is it?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh. So what kind of upgrades are you looking for? You're interested in like bullet-wise, you want faster, you want to have an ability.
Is it possible to remove any of the damage? Like the scratch marks?
What is scratch?
Another thing.
It's not my problem.
Giving his gun to Derek for a day, getting a weaker replacement in its absence, Edmund concluded his business. 20 fire bullets, a stronger chamber, as well as an overall repair for the damage on the outside of his gun's model. Edmund even made the offer to work together more often, increase pay rate in exchange for hefty illegal upgrades that a regular customer wouldn't easily get. Shady business, but possibly worth it in the end. After all, Stronger enemies are on the horizon. Exiting through the back door of the establishment, Edmund intended to meet up with the others. Edmund enters into a bit of a darkened alleyway. On both ends of the alleyway, there seem to be different turns, with no immediate sight on the main shopping streets. Sitting on a little barrel, he notices a cute, rather big and fluffy orange cat with green eyes, a white neck, and a belly full of white fur. It meows as it lays eyes upon him. Edmund wishes to pet the little kitty, but our player Inca rolled a 3.
Oh, cat goes feral.
Cat smells hand, smells gunpowder.
Cat smells flesh, start to attack.
Valid.
As you like reach for like the little belly rub,
I get
falling
swallowed.
for the trap, the kitty trap, and it just kind of like when you like holds on to your like jacket and the little glove, and just, you know, with like back paws. And he's just like a little ferret, you know. Doesn't really hurt or anything. He's just like little feral little baby.
I'll probably have a little endearing look on my face because it's really cute.
Do you want to try to calm it down so you can pet it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 19.
Oh, okay.
Kitty.
And like the kid is like slowly like. The fuck? And it kind of like lets you go, and it instead like gives you like these like long little licks on your over your glove. You can pet it safely now if you want. You can even look at the collar.
Yeah, actually,
What's his name?
Its little name is Alex.
Oh.
The kitty's name is Alex, and it actually belongs to a blacksmith.
Oh, cute.
It's a little smithy kitty. It keeps away the mice from the store.
Ah, that's cute.
But yeah, the little kitty, you're having your little moment with the little kitty. Super cute.
Super cute jazz music. Very singing some music.
With Edmund gone from the group, Averai, Arthur, and Fletch are wandering around for supplies. In the distance, people are being questioned by the police, and it seems like 2 guardsmen are headed their way.
Excuse me. We're looking for an escapee. Have you seen this lady by chance? And one of the guards asks this, and he holds up a piece of paper with someone who looks identical to how you remember Clarice.
Oh my god.
Averai and Arthur recognize her. You have not heard anything about her, but you have heard the name.
I have heard the story. Are you seriously?
You know the escapee.
Not at first, I was stuck with.
No, we know she escaped. We have no clue where she is now. We don't know what she's done.
Maybe she didn't even reach the prison.
She didn't.
Exactly. That's why you should walk along.
She did. Apparently we got into an ambush.
What a secret.
Do you know anything? Have you seen her? Have you heard anything else?
Not you changing the blame on her. You're the
You said the group was ambushed.
Yeah.
So, did they see anyone, or do they know who?
Just black cloaks.
Just black cloaks.
United Prince.
No. He's like sort of a secret boyfriend.
Oh, the scandals.
Guard.
Doesn't mean I don't like scandals.
Yeah, well.
Professional. Stay professional.
I read my lady. Sorry.
She escaped.
We are actively looking for so there's different guards and a lot of patrols.
So, how many people were there for the ambush?
They didn't count. Sorry.
Your brings the break.
Oh, he's being very well protected.
With Clarice escaped, we return to Edmund, alone in an alleyway.
Anyway, while petting the cat,
Oh god.
you feel a sudden chill.
No!
You feel a sudden chill. Run down your spine. You are being watched, but not like you're used to. You hear a thud from behind,
Oh.
seemingly of someone jumping down. The cat jumps, hisses, and runs off.
Can I subtly try to, place a hand on my gun? Just in case.
You have just a pistol now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
What's that called again?
Sleight of hand?
Stealth?
That's only a 4!
Oh
Okay,
no.
okay, wait,
oh
wait.
god.
Oh, hello there. I don't believe we've met before. The figure speaks, slowly walking into the light.
It's not who Edmund expected it to be. The light reveals curly blonde hair, a pretty face besides the mask covering half of it, and a cloak covering her body.
No, I don't believe we met. Who might you be?
Well, you might have heard about me, actually. I'm Clarice.
He's got a gun.
I have a gun.
But she does not seem hostile.
Inside check.
Yet.
You can roll an insight check.
Natural 20.
Oh.
She actually does not seem hostile.
Doubt.
She's not there to make a
That's
fight,
excellent.
unless, of course, provoked.
Okay. Alright, so why are we meeting in a dark alleyway away from public eye?
Let's just say, you may not know too much about me, but I know much about you, actually.
Clarice circles around him, Edmund, like a shark swimming around its prey.
I've kept an eye out for your group. Tell me, you seem a little distant from them, do you not?
No, I'm fine.
But they have been rather hostile towards you.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I think I get quite along with the others, actually.
Do you know?
Yeah. I'm supposed to meet up with them right now.
Hold on,
so
hold on. I've got a proposition. I mean, they aren't always as nice, are they?
I mean,
I've got a proposition. How about you join my group? We were only trying to get rid of the weaklings. Only the smart, deviant, gorgeous and strong can survive in this city. We can think about it for a few days.
so I can come back later. And leave now.
You can come to this location. I chance you like a little piece of paper.
Out of politeness, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why don't you give it a little thought? Visit this place, see if you make up your mind. But be warned. Come with other intentions, and I won't be so kind next time. Louis hands you with a small piece of paper with something scribbled on it. And it is the name and place, or well, like the name and address of a tavern.
Clarice handed Edmund a note, scribbled with a location and time. The moment the man looked up again for her, she was gone. Now, Clarice sought out Edmund for a reason. He, after meeting Gumai on the ship, wrote a letter to Volothamp to voice a complaint. This letter, for those interested: Good day, Volothamp. I apologize for dropping formalities and using your first name, but I had an inconvenience to mention for both you as well as me. This group is laughable. They are a joke. We are a so-called group, a team, but they know nothing less of trust. They are idiots. They wish to pick fights with me rather than our common enemies. They do not have my back, or anyone else's for that matter. I want to request a different crew to partake in. Fletch might like to follow. Regardless, I would like to hear your response and opinion on the matter. Edmund Schulze. Clarice got her dirty little hands on this letter and singled Edmund out as a weak link. he could potentially be persuaded to join her group. She sent the letter to Volo after reading it herself first, as to not cause suspicion. But in this letter, another name is stated, Fletch, and Clarice was not done yet. Back to Edmund. Edmund managed to safely catch up with the others. Together, our group decided to quickly head home. As for the groceries, Edmund suggested an idea that had been on his mind lately. Servants. Servants can keep the house thoroughly clean. They can cook as well, and even do their groceries. Everyone agreed to the idea, and so the plan was formed. For now, everyone returned home, where Edmund told the rest about Clarice.
Sorry,
What were you discussing?
well, yeah, she was not here in the house because she was with me.
When?
When I left the shop, she snuck up on me.
You serious?
Yes, I would not lie about this.
No, I know that's just my reaction.
She wants to meet in 7 days to have me join her group.
You what?
I'm not going to. She wants me to. And
Wait.
like I told Arthur, she does not really look like the person to take no for an answer.
From what it heard,
Yeah.
probably not.
She might also approach you, because we are not...
It's fair. Yeah, me too.
We have not encountered her yet.
No,
Because attacking 2 people is a lot less scary than 4.
that's true. You got 7 days to meet her in a public tavern where she's wanted as fuck. Why does it sound like it's probably part of her organization? Why else would she be so public?
I was thinking, what if we just lay low for a little while and maybe we do take Caspian's offer to board his ship and wait out the 7 days. She cannot get to us.
That's tricky as
I
well,
know.
but maybe
I
better.
got Caspian's letter.
Ja.
We can...
It's also that, especially Gamaya knows quite a lot. She might know more about this group as well. She might have heard something. So,
We might have to talk about it with Caspian.
Plans are set, and soon sails will be, as our group decided to join aboard Captain Caspian's ship. Preparing for a hurried departure tomorrow, Arthur sent a note with a magic messenger to Theodore, sending him a quick farewell, as well as a request to come by early in tomorrow's morning to physically wish him well too. With, luckily, a fast response, Theodore wished for Arthur's safety, as well as an attached amulet for the house, a magical artifact that will keep the home safe from unwanted visitors. Our group of characters read through the agreement letter from Caspian, necessary for their alliance. This was the letter sent by Caspian, shown here on the screen. Now it was time for their side, their expectations and morals. Captain Revenaris, hereby I send you our list of rules concerning our partnership. Selective information sharing. Both parties have the freedom to choose which information to share. Not all the details need to be discussed unless mutually decided. No pressuring or force. No party shall force or pressure the other into sharing information. Acceptance of unity. I acknowledge Gamaya's participation. However, in case of conflict due to her presence, I request space as needed, including distance or temporary expulsion. Weapons on board. Weapons are permitted on board and in other locations regardless of circumstances. No double-crossing. Both parties commit to avoiding double-crossing or betrayals, understanding the severe consequences. Voluntary participation. Neither party is bound by a formal contract, allowing either to withdraw voluntarily at any point. The partnership concludes when the lost bounty is within reach, allowing both parties to continue independently. Communication channels. Communication shall continue through me, and I will address you in our future communication as well. Equitable distribution. Additional loot and treasure will be distributed equally among all members. Spoils discovered together will be shared, excluding individual findings. Dispute resolutions. Disputes will be addressed with the possibility of a neutral third party as mediator. Hostage rescue. If members are captured, both parties will mutually plan a rescue operation. Notification of changes. Future additional changes for the contract and partnership will be communicated and agreed upon by both parties. Financial matters. Expenses, profits, and losses will be managed and shared. Lastly, we accept your invitation for dinner. Sincerely, Edmund Schulze. After everyone would be distracted, their attention wavering from Edmund himself, he would isolate himself and visit a quieter part of the house, or more likely, outside of it. He'd visit an alleyway around the back of their house in order to speak to some of his underlings. These people are his personal puppets. In this case, he needed a young girl, a child who would sneak into enemy territory. The Skillbent Sigil was bound to visit Gamaya's ship. Boarding her world, he wanted an insight of what he was getting himself into. He needed 2 full-grown, capable men who would keep watch of the premises, as well as a young lady who would get them their groceries. As they were summoned, the thought arose that he could also hire his men and women to be the house servants. It wouldn't cost him money. These people would be trustworthy without question. The people he called up weren't all too happy to be called up. The earth crackles, a crimson glow enrapturing the scenery. 4 devils arose from the portal, and as soon as they came in contact with the surface, their appearance morphed into something human. The little girl, wearing a cute ankle-height red dress and black shoes, her dark brown hair tied up with a little black bow, was sent off to the ship, but not without nervously asking if it was really safe enough to go and what exactly she was looking out for. Next were 2 sturdy-looking men, dressed in suits and top hats. One was only slightly smaller than Edmund, but very well built. The other was a tad bit taller than Edmund, but also still well built. Besides being nervous upon being called up, they still obliged. And lastly, the grocery lady. She wore a straight, almost floor-reaching dress. It was a pretty dark green, which complemented her blonde hair. It was neatly tied up into a slightly messy bun. She was rather surprised that it was the only task given to her. Not that she was complaining, but she just expected something different, being only recently bound to Edmund by a contract. Now, being left with the young woman, Edmund explained she was sent to bring rations back to the house, as well as cleaning supplies and pharmacy stocking. He gave her a list to follow. This was only the start. After all, Edmund planned to have the entire household run by his contracted staff. And finally, the episode is coming to a close. Edmund and the others return to their beds. A quick explanation will be given as to what was in the letter Edmund received. The strange, ominous letter with his sigil on it. Here it is, the contents of his letter. But this isn't the only letter I quickly wanted to mention, because as Edmund heads to his room, he finds a mysterious little cat.
Edmund, as you go up to your room, and you open the door for it to go inside, obviously, you notice that there's a medium-sized black cat that has seated itself on your desk.
What's up with all the fucking pussy today?
I don't know, man. It's wearing a neatly wrapped red bow around its neck with attached to it a note.
I'll pet it.
And when you go to pet it, or reach for the note, the cat disappears into a sparkling black smoke, and only the ribbon and note are left. It was a magic messenger.
The magic messenger left this note for Edmund. And with that, I think that's it. Thank you for listening to our episode of Loot and Scoot, with many more to follow. Next episode, the characters will say a quick goodbye to Theodore before heading to the ship for one last introduction to the crew. A celebratory dinner to rejoice over the 2 co-joined teams. But for now, we've bothered you enough. Bye bye.
Laters.
Adios.